Hello juniors, myself Anuja Khan and I am going to explain the first chapter of class 9 biology, that is the fundamental unit of life. Now, what is fundamental unit of life? Cell is termed as fundamental unit of life. But why cell is termed as fundamental unit of life? This is the basic of this chapter. Now, all living things are made up of cell. First point. And cell, what is cell? Cell is the basic unit of life. That means for a living being to carry out his life processes, some important process that will carry out the life of a living being, such as respiration, breathing, metabolism, catabolism, emission, all these processes are done with the help of cell. Cell is the basic unit for a living being. For a living being to live its life, what is the basic unit? That is a cell. And without the existence of a cell, a life cannot form. What is living beings? Living beings are made up of cell. So like cells, then tissue, organ system, these are development. These are level of development to be an organism. So firstly we are going to discuss discovery of the cell, who discovered and how it is discovered, and secondly we are going to explain the types of cell. Now, cell was discovered by Robert Hooke in the year 1665. Robert Hooke took a cork that he got from a bark of a tree. When he observed from his own design microscope, he could see that the cell he discovered was dead cell because the bark of a tree was a dead part of the tree. Robert Hooke, when he observed, Robert Hooke have seen that there are small, tiny, little rooms which are hexagonal in shape. You could see in your NCERT text. You could see here. These are of hexagonal shapes, and these are your cells. So when he discovered cell, the first point he discovered that it was like a little room. So you could see in your paragraph here that the cell is the Latin word of little rooms. That means they are in a compartment, and it look like a little rooms. So Robert Hooke discovered cell in the year 1665, but the cell he discovered was a dead cell. And Wien discovered cell in the year 1674, that was living cell in the living pond water. That is the difference. And you could see here nucleus. So the presence of nucleus in the cell was discovered by Robert Brown. Now, on the basis of cell, we could have two organism types, that are unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. What are unicellular organism? Unicellular organism, the word unicellular itself gives a definition, that is, uni means single. So organisms which are made up of single cells are termed as unicellular organisms. And multicellular organisms, similarly, multi means many. You must remember that multi means many. Thus, organisms which are made up of many cells are termed as multicellular organisms. And examples of unicellular organisms are amoeba, Paramecium, bacteria, all are termed as unicellular organisms. They are made up of single cells. But fungi, plants and animals are made up of multicellular organisms. We will see the difference between plant cell and animal cells later, but before that, let us see what is cell theory. Cell theory, you have in your NCERT, according to NCERT it is given, there are two cell theories, that is, all living organisms are composed of cell and products of cells. And the second one is, all cells arise from pre-existing cells. That is, all living beings are made up of cells. And the second, that from one cell, other can grow. That is, all cells arise from pre-existing cells. I told you before that level of organization, that is, cells, tissue, organ system, and then organism. Thus, all cells arise from pre-existing cells. Now, different parts of human body perform different function. We all know we have different parts of body, and each part of a body, that's organ, they have specific function. প্রতিটো অৰ্গেনৰে আমাৰ প্ৰতিটো আমাৰ বডিৰ অৰ্গেনৰে এটা বেলেগ বেলেগ ফাংচন কৰে যেনেকৈ ষ্টমাক ডেট ইজ হেল্প ফৰ ডাইজেশ্যন এণ্ড আ হাৰ্ট ব্লাড পাম্প চ' প্ৰতিটো অৰ্গেনে এটা বেলেগ বেলেগ ফাংচন কৰে তো চিমিলাৰলি চেলছৰ ভিতৰতো এনেকুৱা কিছুমান অৰ্গেনেলছ আছে which are known as membrane bound cell organelles সেই চেল অৰ্গেনেলছখিনি তাহাঁতৰ এটা বেলেগ বেলেগ সিহঁতৰ function আছে then what are the function and what is cell organelles what are the types of cells organelles আৰু what are the cells organelles we will discuss later now types of a cell আমি on the basis of nucleus এটা presence of nucleus আৰু এটা absence of nucleus on the basis of presence and absence of nucleus cells are divided into two types that is prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells what are prokaryotic cells are true nucleus nathake what are prokaryotic cells the cells in which the true nucleus is absent true nucleus jot absent thake hetu prokaryotic cells koy and since nucleus nai jitu proper nucleus true nucleus nai due to the absence of true nucleus here cell organelles are also absent and so these prokaryotic cells are termed as incomplete cells nucleus nai cell organelles nai so eto kitu incomplete cells boli term kora hoy and what are examples of prokaryotic cell Archaeopterygia blue green algae are all examples of prokaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells are only present in unicellular organisms are always have prokaryotic cells eukaryotic cell in which true nucleus is present and due to the presence of true nucleus cell organelles are also present and thus is this term as complete cells বুলি কোৱা হয় হয়তো কাৰণ এটা ট্ৰু নিউক্লিয়াছও আছে আৰু এটা সেল অৰ্গানেলছও আছে আৰু এই eukaryotic cells both unicellular and multicellular organisms include কৰে eukaryotic cells are cells in which true nucleus is present they are termed as complete cell include both uni and multicellular organisms beside true nucleus eukaryotic cells also have membrane bound structure which are termed as cell organelles we have told that due to the presence of eukaryotic cell due to the presence of true nucleus eukaryotic cells are termed as complete cell that is they have cell organelles so they are termed as complete cell so what are cell organelles they are membrane bound structure and cell organelles are in endoplasmic reticulum golgi apparatus mitochondria plastids we will describe these basics of cell organelles in the next part but before that let us see the three basic components of cell structure of cell that is cell is generally composed of three basic components that is cell wall or plasma membrane and nucleus or cytoplasm so cell wall কাক কয় nucleus কাক কয় আৰু cytoplasm আৰু সিহঁতৰ functions বোৰ কি let us see cell membrane that is also known as plasma membrane cell these are outermost covering cell etar outermost covering to jitu hoy it is thin and it is thin like sheet which protects the cell and the components of cell from the other contents it is separate koi rakhe this is the outermost covering of the cell that separates the contents of cell from its external environment eta external environment pa protect kore so the common question why is cell or plasma membrane called as selectively permeable membrane it is termed as selectively permeable membrane because it permits or allow the entry and exit of the other exit of some materials in and out of the cell so cells it prevents the entry of some other materials in the cell or it does not allow some materials to go out of the cell so it prevents the materials from going out or coming inside the cell what plasma membrane is generally made up of lipids and proteins and it is a living part of the cell now cell wall is the dead part of the cell it is made up of cellulose, and generally cell wall is present only in the plant cell. So plant cell और animal cells of difference eight ways যে animal cells of cell wall নাথাকে আর plant cell of cell wall থাকে. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. Cell wall is a non-living, thick and freely permeable covering made up of cellulose. Cellulose আৰু এটা যেনেকৈ প্লাজমা মেটাৰ কভাৰিং হয় প্ৰটেক্টেড লেয়াৰ হয়, তো চেল ৱালটো তাৰ উপৰিও তাৰ ইজ আৰু এটা লেয়াৰ দিয়ে. চেল ৱালটোৱে প্লাজমা মেম্ব্ৰেইনকো প্ৰটেক্ট কৰে. চ' ফাংচন এটা হৈ গ'ল, দ্য বেচিক ফাংচন এইটোৱে হ'ল যে ইট প্ৰটেক্টছ দ্য প্লাজমা মেম্ব্ৰেইন আৰু এটা শ্বেপ দিয়ে, ৰিজিডিটি টু দ্য বডি, মানে it determines the shape and rigidity of the plant cell. Plasma membrane cells to protect কৰে selectively permeable membrane. তাৰ উপৰিও plant cellত আমি আৰু এটা layer পাওঁ, that is known as cell wall. Cell wall is made up of cellulose and plasma membrane or cell membrane is made up of lipids and proteins. Nucleus has a double layered covering called nuclear membrane. Nucleus was discovered by Robert Brown. It is present inside the cell and it has a double layered membrane which is called as nuclear membrane. And the nuclear membrane has small holes which is known as pores, and it helps in the transfer of materials from inside the nucleus to outside the cell, that is to the cytoplasm. Now what is cytoplasm we will discuss later, but before that let us see what is nucleus. Now nucleus has some chromosome. Nucleus is termed as genetic material. It is a source of information. Nucleus is the source of information and it is the brain of a cell. So to provide information from one generation to other generation, we need DNA, and the DNA is present inside the chromosome. Chromosome is composed of two parts, that is DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and the next one is protein. So chromosome is visible only during the time of division. When it is the time of cell, when cell is about to divide, then the chromosome is visible. So DNA contains some information which are necessary for a cell to develop and cell organizing. To cell to perform its functions, the cell to develop and for its organization, the information that is required is present in the DNA. So DNA is termed as genetic material and it is present in the nucleus. Chromosome contain information for inheritance of features from parents to the next generation in the form of DNA. So DNA is a genetic material and it is present in the chromosome, and chromosome is present in the nucleus. So nucleus is termed as the brain of a cell. Cytoplasm is a fluid contained inside the plasma membrane. Now in a cell, to cover the space inside the plasma membrane, it has a fluid content that is known as cytoplasm, and the cytoplasm contains several cell organelles. It is absent in prokaryotic cell but it is present in eukaryotic cell. So what are the cell organelles? Like endoplasmic reticulum, plastids, mitochondria, we will discuss later.
Hello junior, now I am going to give you some notes and some question answer regarding the fundamental unit of life. First is, what is fundamental unit of life? Cell is termed as fundamental unit of life. Now the answer, why cell is called fundamental unit of life? The main answer will be, cell is capable of independent existence and carry out all the functions which are necessary for living beings. Discovery: cell was first discovered by Robert Hooke in the year 1665, and Windhoek discovered living cell in pond water in the year 1674. Nucleus: Robert Brown discovered the presence of nucleus in the cell. Now we will go through unicellular organism, multicellular organism, cell theory, types of cells. Amoeba, Paramecium, bacteria, such organisms are example of unicellular organisms. And fungi, plants and animals, such are example of multicellular organism. Unicellular organisms. What are unicellular organisms? Organisms that are made up of single cells. The term itself unicellular gives the definition, that is, uni means single. Similarly, multicellular organisms are organisms that are made of many cells. The term itself gives the meaning. Multi means many. What is cell theory? All living organisms are composed of cells and products of cells. All cell arises from pre-existing cell. That is, all living organisms are made up of cells and products of cells, like cytoplasm. All cell arise from pre-existing cell. Pre-existing cells means from one cell thousands of cells go, that is, we convert into tissue, then organ system, and then organism. So one cells are arise from pre-existing cell. Then types of cell: prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cells. What are prokaryotic cells? Prokaryotic cells are cells in which true nucleus is absent. In here, types of cells are divided on the basis of nucleus. Prokaryotic cells in which true nucleus is absent, and eukaryotic cell in which true nucleus is present. In prokaryotic cell, nucleus is absent. They are primitive and it is called incomplete cell, because as nucleus is absent, therefore it does not have other cell organelles like plastids, lysosomes. All that the cell organelles are absent. So it is called incomplete cell. Then always prokaryotic cells are unicellular organisms. Archaebacteria, blue-green algae are all prokaryotes. Eukaryotes. In eukaryotes are made up of nucleus. Here, proper true nucleus is present. So due to the presence of true nucleus, cell organelles are also present. And it is termed as complete cell because as cell organelles are present, like ribosomes, plastids, we have all the cell organelles here. So eukaryotic cells are termed as complete cell. It includes both unicellular and multicellular organisms. We have learned that eukaryotic cells have some cell organelles. That is here, beside nucleus, the eukaryotic cells have other membrane-bound structure called organelles, like electroplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosomes, mitochondria, plastids, and vacuoles. But prokaryotic cells lack such membrane-bound organelles. Due to the lack of such membrane-bound organelles, prokaryotic cells are termed as incomplete cell. Now see structure of cell. Cell is generally composed of three basic compounds, that is, cell wall and cell membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. Let's see what is cell wall or cell membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. First see cell membrane. This is the outermost covering of the cell that separates the contents of the cell from its external environment. The plasma membrane allows or permits the entry and exit of some material in and out of the cell. It also prevents movement of some other materials, and thus cell membrane is termed as selectively permeable membrane. We could have common question, that is, why plasma membrane is called selectively permeable membrane. The answer is, plasma membrane is called selectively permeable membrane because it allows or permits the entry and exit of some materials in and out of the cell. It also prevents the movement of some other materials, and thus cell membrane is termed as selectively permeable membrane. It is living part of the cell and is also present in cells of plants, animals, and microorganisms. Cell membrane or plasma membrane is the living part of the plant. It is a living part of the cell and it is present in both plants and animal cells. It is very thin, and plasma membrane is very thin and elastic, and it is made up of lipids and proteins. Now see cell wall and the function of cell wall and the nucleus and chromosomes. Cell wall is non-living, thick, freely permeable, covering made up of cellulose. Plasma membrane was cell-living, but cell wall is non-living, thin, freely permeable, covering made up of cellulose. Present in eukaryotic plant cell and in prokaryote. Plant cell, in addition to the plasma membrane, having another rigid outer covering called cell wall. Cell wall lie outside the plasma membrane. Cell wall is another thin-like sheet which is present outside the plasma membrane, and it is mainly made up of cellulose. Cell wall was made up of cellulose, and plasma membrane was made up of lipids and proteins. That is the difference. Function: it determines the shape and rigidity of the plant cell. Protects plasma membrane. It is present only in the plant cell. Plasma membrane was present both in plants and animals, but cell wall is present only in a plant cell. Protect plasma membrane. The function is it determines the shape and rigidity of the plant cell and protect plasma membrane. Now come to nucleus. Nucleus has a double layered covering called nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane has pores which allow the transfer of materials from inside the nucleus to its outside, that is, to the cytoplasm. And what is cytoplasm? Properties of cytoplasm, function we will discuss later. Nucleus contains chromosomes which are visible as rod-shaped structure only when the cell is about to divide. Inside the nucleus, there are some thread-like structures. We often know that DNA, how it is related, how nucleus, DNA, chromosomes are related to each other. So, nucleus contains chromosomes which are visible as rod-shaped structure only when the cell is about to divide. Chromosomes contain information of inheritance of features from parents to the next. What is chromosome? Chromosome inheritance. Is a transfer of character from one generation to the other generation. So the genetic material is the DNA, but how it is present inside the nucleus and how it functions actually, we will discuss here. Next to cell wall, plasma membrane, nucleus, we are here about cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a fluid constant inside the plasma membrane. Inside the plasma there is this sticky fluid-like substance which is termed cytoplasm. It also contains many specialized cell organelles.